The governor of Sokoto State, Aminu Tambuwal, has called on party faithful and Nigerians to vote the presidential candidate of the People's Democratic Party, Atiku Abubakar. Governor Tambuwal made this announcement at the final rally of the PDP in Sokoto State, saying that Mr. Abubakar has what it takes to move Nigeria to greater heights.
Now, I want you to vote for Atiku Abubakar because he has the credentials, democratic credentials, better than the other candidate. I assure you that Atiku Abubakar is a pan-Nigerian with a better understanding of governance and democratic process. I am sure by the grace of God, his administration will respect the rule of law and due process. I'm sure by the grace of God, you know, when we came around the last 3.5 years or 4 years and campaigned to you to vote for Muhammadu Buhari, we told you that he was going to fight corruption. Is he fighting corruption now? Is he fighting corruption now? The level of poverty in Nigeria has increased. We've been told by statistics that the headquarters of poverty in the world now is Nigeria. Do we want hunger and poverty to continue? Do we want hunger and poverty to continue? What we want is jobs for our youth and prosperity. Therefore, we should vote for someone, for the candidate that can do it.
It's a day of rallies indeed, as the All Progressive Congress APC in Akwa Ibom State also concludes its campaign. The party's governorship candidate, Mr. Nsima Ekere, took advantage of the huge crowd to also ask for support for the president.
After several weeks of traversing Akwa Ibom State, the All Progressives Congress ends its rallies of local government areas in Ikorabasi, the hometown of the governorship candidate. Among the regular faces of political leaders is the Minister for Budget and Planning, Udoma, also a son of the soil. While canvassing for the re-election of President Muhammadu Buhari and other candidates, Mr. Udoma addresses a development concern, the closure of the Aluminium Smelter Company of Nigeria, located in Ikorabasi.
All the obstacles in the way have one by one been removed. The only thing left is gas pricing, supply of gas. And the Bureau for Public Enterprises issued a statement that within the next few weeks, that will also be resolved. So Alscon will soon be reopened.
The APC governorship candidate reiterates the message that has dominated the thrust of his manifesto: hope and economic prosperity.
All over the state, wherever we go, we have been confronted by the same story by Akwa Ibom people. The story of failed promises. All it takes to connect power from Ibom power directly to Ikorabasi people, it's been a 132 kV step-down transformer.
The rally also sees the governorship candidates of the All Grand Alliance Party and the United Progressive Party stepping down for the APC candidates. The All Progressives Congress in Akwa Ibom State might have enjoyed record attendance at rallies, but the presidential poll, which comes first, must serve as a litmus test to its popularity and how subsequent elections will turn out in the oil-rich state.
And will be telling us about plans to support the creative industry on Business News.
You First. First Bank.
Thanks a lot, Melinda. Welcome to Business News. The Bankers Committee of the Central Bank has now announced plans to support the nation's creative industry and the information technology sectors. According to the members of the committee, this will create jobs, improve the nation's gross domestic product, and attract tourism. Under this arrangement, beneficiaries of the intervention will have access to long-term funds at single-digit interest rate. Local and international businessmen have been asked to take advantage of the federal government's open door policy to help establish their businesses across the country. The Director General of the Bureau of Public Enterprises, Mr. Alex Oko, who made this known at the official handover of the Terminal B Warri Old Port to the concessionaire Ocean and Cargo Terminal Services Limited, says that Nigeria's ports remain a major gateway to the federal government's objective of diversifying the country's economy. For the Managing Director of the Nigerian Ports Authority, Ms. Hadiza Bala Usman, this will enhance productivity by attracting more cargoes to the previously abandoned port. The Valentine industry is worth billions of naira around the world, billions of dollars around the world, but this year alone, 53% of Americans are expected to spend about $30.3 billion, and that's according to a report by Finder.com. Right here in Nigeria, it's an election season, and our correspondent Tosin Adeshina trying to find out how the domestic Valentine market is holding up in a hot political season.
At a time where the streets of the popular Eko market should have been dripping with the fiery colors of love in all its abundance, the significance of Valentine seems to have little or no effect here. Except, of course, a few outright demands. The Nigerian Valentine market is estimated at 600 billion naira, up from 350 billion naira in 2013. Teddy bears, red roses, chocolates, perfumes and some other items are the most popular gifts shared during the love season, turning in bumper sales for local businesses. But this year, traders say things are not going as well as they had hoped.
The consumer shop, there's no customer as enough as we did before.
This country, no money. People, they don't buy markets at all. Means I'm selling jewelries, but no sales at all.
Some shoppers still manage to take advantage of the season to express their heart's desires.
I'm trying to make someone happy. She's a lady anyways, but yeah, we're working towards dating, so I want to make her happy.
What could be responsible for the dull in the market? Let's let the experts explain that.
The difficulty in celebration, of course, is whether you can underwrite the cost of that celebration. So somebody that is thinking what to eat or what to wear is not likely to be thinking of flowers and colors just because it's another day. So behind all of that, I think it's an expression of lack or some level of dissatisfaction. So
2019 Valentine may have been uneventful for some due to low purchasing power and the upcoming presidential election. Here's hoping 2020 will be more exciting for lovers and profitable for businesses. Tosin Additional, Channels Television News.
Well, the Valentine surely affected the Nigerian stock market in a positive way. Gains by high-valued stocks like Unilever, Dangote Cement helped pull the stock exchange's main index back to positive territory at the close of business today. Teniola Shibawale has the details.
Hello and a warm welcome to the Stock Market Report. The equities market reversed Wednesday's losses at the close of trade today as the all-share index was up by 0.12%, still within the 32,000 level. Thursday's gains were due largely to two big industrial names, Dangote Cement and WAPCO, which lifted the sector by 0.71%. The insurance counter was also up by 1.17%. Volume and value of transactions were lower compared to Wednesday's session at 423.37 million shares, worth over 3 billion naira. Diamond Bank and Zenith Bank still head steady on the list of top trades for the day. And that's it on the Stock Market Report today. I'm Teniola Shibawale. Back to you, Anne.
Thank you, Teniola. Let's find out how major global equities fared at the close of trade today. They are mostly negative today. Investors are remaining very cautious ahead of the G20 summit in Argentina, which many are hoping will help ease trade tensions between the United States and China. Let's see how they all closed today. With those numbers, we'll end business news for tonight. Thank you so much for watching. I'm Anne Nwawadu. It's back to you, Melinda.
You first. First Bank.
Many thanks, Anne. The Anambra state government is repositioning the state in the area of agricultural development. For this reason, Governor Willie Obiano has commissioned Johansen Rice Mill with the aim of producing 80,000 metric tons of rice annually. He explains that the Rice Mill initiative is a public-private partnership venture between the state government and Joseph Agro Limited.
Anambra State Governor Willie Obiano arrives Ayamelum local government area for an inspection of the newly constructed irrigation pump at the Kostraris farm in Anaku. The irrigation pump is expected to support dry season farming in the area.
This pump station can irrigate 2,500 hectares for the year. For 2,500 hectares, it can irrigate.
The team moves to Umumbo for the commissioning of the Josan Rice Mills, formerly known as Omo Rice Mill. The Anambra State government says the construction of the rice mill, which is a public-private partnership between the state government and Joseph Agro Processing Company, is another step towards improving agriculture and job creation.
This will become a proudly Anambra State rice, made in Nigeria product, to reduce the importation of rice and see foreign exchange for Nigeria.
The project is already promoting food security, encouraging exports, and providing a dependable source of rice for the local markets and beyond, especially in the face of rising costs of foreign alternatives.
Governor Obiano believes the project is in line with his administration's plan of maintaining a steady momentum in agriculture.
Agriculture is the #1 pillar of my economic plan for Anambra State. The commissioning of the Josan Farm Rice Mill today should inspire pride in all of us. In much the same way, the laying of the foundation stone of the irrigation community water scheme in Ayamelum local government area should reassure us all that my administration has maintained a steady focus on agriculture.
In the name of the Father,
and of the Son,
and of the Son,
and of the Holy Spirit.
And of the Holy Spirit.
The governor unveiled samples of the packaged rice and a tour of the facility is undertaken. The high point is the foundation laying of the Umumbo Community Water Project, which is expected to further boost the agricultural sector in the state.
And let's go back to another grand rally which took place today, and this time it was for the All Progressives Congress, and it was at the home of the president. He took advantage of the rally to gather support for the re-election of other party officials also running for offices.
The campaign trail of the All Progressives Congress, the APC, berths at the Muhammadu Diko Stadium in Katsina for the final leg of its presidential rally. Party faithful from the 34 local government areas of the state are on ground to receive President Muhammadu Buhari and his entourage. Addressing the people, the chairman of the APC, Adams Oshiomhole, asked them to vote for the president come Saturday, while the governor of Katsina State, speaking in the local language, says the state is right behind the president.
That you have completed 36 states plus FCT, other 1 month and 1 week. Mr. President, you will go down in history as the 4th city president who tore out all over Nigeria.
Shugaba mai adalci mai gaskiya yau kaga irin kaɗan daga cikin abin da mutanen jihar Katsina manyansu da ƙananansu da shugabanninsu da mabiyansu suka gwada maka amincewa ta yadda.
It's his turn to address the crowd. President Muhammadu Buhari reminds them of the promises made in 2015, saying his administration has done its best.
Muku bayani cewa zuwan da muka yi 2015 mu roƙi ƙuri'arku mun ba da
dalili uku da muka ce za mu yi yaƙin neman zaɓe a kansu shine zama lafiya da wadata da kashe cin hanci da rashawa. To mun gode Allah.
Before departing the stadium, President Buhari hands the party flag to Governor Aminu Masari and other candidates contesting the 2019 elections.
Still ahead on the news at 10, Super Eagles forward Odion Igalo reunites with former manager after signing a 3-year deal with the Chinese Super League side.